Councilmember Treceder.
Yeah, thanks so much for the presentation. It's pretty cool. I think that there's a lot of possibility here. I was wondering, how long would it take the drone to get within that 1 or 1.5 mile radius to cross that?
The drones can travel up to like 40 miles an hour.
Wow, that's so fast. That's great. And do I recall correctly that, have you used them to find missing people? Has that been helpful?
Yes, it's part of our regular deployment. We will use drones to help us assist in locating individuals.
Yeah, that would be really good too. And I think I saw a video that you all put together where there was a home intruder and you were able to use the heat sensing camera to see where the intruder was and where the residents were, and you could guide them out the right window so that they wouldn't cross paths. Is that right? You could do stuff like that?
Yes, we'll utilize drones to assist us on any critical incident and provide additional information to help us either help the public or help management make a better decision.
Yeah, I think that's great for safety and for the officers and the residents. I think that's wonderful. Do you think they might end up replacing some helicopter flights that you would need?
I don't think that this replaces helicopters. We work together very well with helicopters. So this is just one additional tool that we'll have available to keep our community safer.
Yeah, well, that sounds great. I'm really in favor of this. I know that you addressed the privacy issues, and so I was wondering if you could just go in a little bit more about how you might protect the privacy of the residents with a program like this.
The deployment model for DFR drones is that we respond to a request for service. So the drone is standing by whatever flight location it is, waiting for either an officer to request help, a 911 call asking for emergency assistance, or an officer or other emergency personnel asking for assistance. So the drone stays on standby, not looking around, not proactively patrolling, but waiting to respond to a call for help.
Okay, that sounds good. And yeah, I'm just embarrassed to ask this, but I feel like I have to. So, like, what if you're going? I saw the video of the house that was on fire and all that, but I could see all the neighbors too, the neighboring houses. And what if somebody's doing kind of something really private in there, like couple time or something like that? Like, how could their privacy be protected?
So our footage, whether when we're responding to a critical incident, we respect the privacy of the public. So if it is of evidentiary value, we'll follow our policy and we'll book it as part of evidence. But if it's not of evidentiary value, we don't save the footage. So there won't be any relaying of that information. And our officers and our pilots are focused on resolving and addressing that incident. So as you saw in that video, the officers were focused on the house itself.
Yeah, I couldn't see anybody in the other houses, and so I was glad about that. I think some of the residents might be concerned, so I wanted to be sure I had the answer. And also, I know that you probably weren't going to think to do this, but I just need to think like a decade or two ahead, and I would prefer to not have any weapons on the drones. I can't imagine that you were thinking about that in any way.
We have no intention of arming any of our drones, and it's also in our policy as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. With that, we'll go to public comments. City Clerk,